Yeah, according to Fleet Comp, we do have one Vigil and one Ahina. Would like some more on this fleet, but that's okay, guys. We understand that people don't have the full suite of support ships around here. It's fine. I mean, aren't those like Sanshas, literally, Sana? Isn't that what Sansha Nation does? Yeah, Manticore is a good target because I don't think he's on tether.
Boo, he warped off. Like 2 seconds away from black.
Yeah, that's right.
Good effort. Good effort.
They fucked up, but they reacted in time, so can't fault them.
I think it cloaked up 277 kilometers straight down.
Do we have a fast mover on comms, interceptor, harpy, some kind of tackling frigate, anything like that? If you are, accept, please.
Odin, I told you. Was it you that said at the beginning of Fleet that he had uninstalled and I told you it was just performative? I mean, look, at the end of the day, folks, we don't have to like the guy, and I mean, I don't, but like, the game doesn't need less player. The game needs more players. So we should never celebrate people potentially quitting. I don't think that's the right way to go.
Yeah, guys, they're not actually our real enemies. They're just people playing the game. It's like two people playing sports and they're on the other team. We appreciate them being here because without them, we wouldn't have a game.
Yep. Yeah, let's see what the Caracals do. I don't think they're gonna do anything stupid, but we'll see.
Yep. The word we use today is not enemy, but opponent.
Well,
Exactly.
I mean, you can say enemy. I think everybody understand that it is enemy within the structure of the game, but as long as one doesn't transcend outside of the game with stuff that doesn't need to be taken out of the game, that's okay. And also, don't need to like some people, but not having them would be detrimental, right? Because at the end of the day, this is a social game, so you just need people in space, right? So, which is why it's a shame this is ending like this, right? Because it would have been much better to grind some fights in the space of the next 2 months and see how it goes instead of this.
They did go against us and try to do a war of extermination against us too, though.
Yes, and that was that. I don't know if you. I think it's the first time I hear your voice, my friend. So you probably don't know. But I was on the opposite side. I was on the attacking side because I was with Legacy, and in my opinion, that was a mistake from the moment those words were spoken.
Yeah, like war of extermination, like kind of stuck out. It's like, oh, we're here to destroy the goon swarm completely, and it's like that wasn't a good fight per se. It was all of Eve ganging up on one entity.
Yeah, and then the two things are not mutually exclusive. Like mistakes can be done on both sides and everything like that. So
Old saying, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
not even sure Zigam was already around. To be fair, was he? I mean, it's possible to say because there's 2 character transfers, right? So looks like he bought the character in 2015. So yeah, I mean, potentially could have been in the war, I'm assuming, yeah. Has Mind One been streaming or no? Maybe it's busy.
I don't think I've seen any Mind One streams. It's a shame. I like his streams.
I like shanties.
Oh, and then in 2015 and 16, or whatever year we were in Saradin, things were real toxic and local. Like, they were like telling us to jump off a cliff and shit.
Yeah, I'm glad Eve is not as toxic as it used to be.
Sana. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think acknowledging certain things is equivalent to excusing them or vice versa. So, but yeah, I'm also glad that the game is not in the same spot, so to speak, with certain kind of behaviors. But
This isn't the consortium of evildoers?
uh that is a good name for a corporation or an alliance, by the way. So see if it's already taken, my dude, and if it's not, spin up an alt and create a corp quick.
But someone's been doing these relic sites here in Artak A.
I got an ESS stick as well, so somebody must have killed rats in fleet.
Yeah, there's 64 million in the ESS bank at the moment, so somebody is ratting in here.
I'm surprised like each fleet's not like taking turns with like a crab beacon above like there, and like we just get bounties from like a crab beacon.
Yeah, that would be the way to go. My turn, your turn, yeah.
I'd be for it.
Because everyone would get a payout as long as the dread was in fleet.
Someone was saying yesterday that we should set up out of here and crab in precisely 21 systems, which is one more than Horde was ever allowed to crab in out of this system.
Just to show them how it's done.
Exactly.
Guys, I don't want to give out too much information on this, but if anybody was around in my fleet last night, you would have seen in command comms there was the entire Beehive command in there.
Wink, wink.
Spoilers, Ian. Spoilers.
Why were there no crab beacons deployed, FC?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Just wait for the fireside.
I mean, like, Beehive has been gone since this happened, right? So like what, almost 3 days, and I think this is the longest it's been offline in the past 6 months. So it takes an entire coalition to failscade to stop Beehive, which is, goes to show how impressive it is.
All those guys are bumping that Redeemer the wrong damn direction.
Yeah, but the dude is just undocked, is not AFK anyway, so.
He looked like he was hauling ass for the edge.
Yeah, I mean, if you see a valuable ship like Redeemer or that Ark or something, yeah, definitely keep an eye on it because they're up to something. Fenrir Black Star in the Gnosis. He's notorious for trying to get out of the bubble. I think he might have already got out a couple times. Maybe we killed him a couple times. I can't remember with all the people we killed, but he's a runner. That Redeemers, he's logged on for a reason. The Ark's logged on for a reason. So just keep an eye on them. If they become lockable, broadcast them and shout out, just like that Manicore was broadcast. That's why we're asking you guys periodically to change your ammo group, give us ranges and stuff like that. That's because we are watching these guys who want to make sure that we can be able to kill them.
Oh, and thank you to the FC team for being coordinated and keeping us cats in order.
You're welcome. That's why they pay us the massive amount of big bucks, right?
Well, you guys get paid now?
Yeah, of course we do. Come on. Get paid in banter. We get paid in banter and a good time. Which is not bad in this economy, actually. So you know. Yes, the fireside tonight is probably going to be reasonably filled up with spiciness and memes, because I think the news is you know is hyping up a lot of people in command. So
I was hoping for a State of a Union.
Better than PH.
State of the Union usually thinks when we're going to have a big fight or something, and Horde has denied us that. So
Man, he's got to be close to getting off a tether, or close to going red tether at least.
what, the Redeemer?
Yeah.
Make sure we have a dictator on it, because it's also kind of close to the bubble edge,
I'm on the way.
and it might be spamming jump.
Yeah, there's a couple hickories on him.
I think that Redeemer is the most popular Hordling on grid right now. There's a whole swarm of bees following him.
Lotteries, check your term partners.
Oh, is the Logi channel actually valid in the fleet?
Yes, it is.
Sweet, I got a Basilisk. I'll join up with it.
Yeah.
Make sure you join the caption as well. Thank you, because yeah, Logi, it's at a premium. We like it.
Can I use any of these stations yet to fit drones?
Negative, no. But
The Astra House will be the first one that comes online.
yes.
Below the Keepstar.
Check into the post though, because we have.
There was a container last night.
Oh, got him! Bubble, and he's off.
Damn it.
He MJD'd from Tether, so we couldn't tackle him.
Hey guys, can you just remind me which fleet it was, please?
It's going to be under Allah's Red, and it's called Op 3 Fleet, and this is a Maelstrom fleet. Unless the other more specific fleets are already filled, and then you're welcome anyway.
Yeah, no, I was with yourselves earlier, so thank you.
Yep.
Do I just walk to you?
Yeah, free to warp to me if you want, and then you're going to land in bubble, but just we have the grid, so it's fine.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, you'd have to have a bubble wrap, like stretching 100k outside of tether range, which is already massive on a Keepstar, to prevent a Blobs battleship fitted with MGD from doing that. So it's almost impossible. Yeah, correct, Jethro. But like as you can imagine, we're not going to do the maths, but imagine the further out you get, the bigger your radius, which means your sphere surface is going to be bigger, which means you're going to need more bubbles to cover them, right? So the further out you go, the more bubble you need to make the actual surface of the sphere. Alright, so let's at least make it difficult for this Marshal, right? So it's gonna aim a direction and then do the same MGD cooldown and then MGD again thing. Dictors, you're free to leave the bubble and pick the direction he's pointing at and spam some bubbles ahead. You should be faster than the Marshal, so just play around. It's good practice to fly as well, right? To manual fly as well. So if 3 or 4 of my dictors want to play around with that, that's absolutely fine with me. Yeah, cloaked would be amazing, but of course, like unless you're already there, Azel getting there, slow booting cloak, you're not gonna beat Marshal, right? Yeah, just feel free to play games, guys. You never know. Maybe they fuck up, right?
Guys, on that Marshal, be warned. Don't get within smart bomb range of him. He'll take out a dictor real quick with his smart bombs if that's how he's equipped.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my broadsword on him at the moment.
They probably need Hicks like 100 kilometers out in front of them. He's jumping.
My Hicker that was talking earlier. Are you within your long scram of him?
Let me check.
He's out. He's out.
Yeah, see if you can switch into Tremor and shoot him. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yes, he's dying.
Holy
lockable.
fuck, is
He's lockable.
tackled.
Babylon in
Okay.
He's
I make
lockable.
Promozan, you're anchored on me. Promozan, you're anchored on me.
Ravens, you might be able to hit him at this range if you got your Navy ammo loaded.
Low Tremor, Promozan. Low Tremor, Promozan. You are on me. Tremor for the Maelstrom. Any Navy faction for the Raven Navy.
Any hick within range, try to get your long point on him.
Yeah, we need a scram to land on this guy before his MGD is off cooldown again.
Scrammed.
Right now.
Fantastic.
Guys,
Keep
even if you're not in range in the Maelstrom, start shooting.
Yeah. Put some damage on it. Just get on the kill mail. We just snatched the 20 billion plus ship. There we go. Kill the pod.
Woo! Kill that pod. Kill that pod.
Alright, you can go promotes off.
Hell yeah.
That's how you do it, dudes. See? Very easy for them to fuck up, and it did. Alright, promotes off. Reload Proton. Ravens, reload in whatever faction you were shooting. let's get back on the undock. And if somebody sees the kill
They're
mail,
not a pod
please.
lockable. I broadcasted them.
Yeah, shoot that.
Lock the capsule. Lock the capsule.
It's a different capsule, but shoot it.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's another one. Should be in range for the Ravens.
There we go.
He did.
Yes. Perfect guess.
Yeah, I don't think it was anybody from from our fleet. So look in local. Somebody will probably post it.
It's not on Z-Kill yet.
Guys, everybody check your combat log. See if anybody here got it.
Yeah, but if you activated your guns, you should be on the kill mail. If you managed to lock it. So. Oh, it was a little bit too far for.
16 billion.
Outstanding.
At 16 bill and 6 abyssal modules with no value. So that was probably 20 bill plus.
Yeah, that 5 billion total worth is ridiculous. You can't buy a Marshall for less than 15 billion just for the hull. Yeah.
He saw his friend in the Redeemer and got cocky.
So are they now using some new strategy to get out from this hell camp, or is still pretty much the same as yesterday?
They actually basically gave up. This is the first couple of folks that actually do any attempt today, make any attempts today. But of course, if the moment we drop the bubbles and everything, then they must log, right? So that's not something we can afford to do.
Yes, of course. That's good that we broke their will.
I mean, we also.
I imagine even after the keep goes down, this spot is going to be camped for quite a while for people who are logged off, coming back in, getting popped.
So I'm getting the actual value on that Marshall at 16 billion and 60,189,000.
Plus 6 abyssal mods.
Yep. Yeah, that was an excellent kill, guys. That's worth 3 dreads right there, probably. Nearly 3 dreads.
Very nice.
I think we got the pod, didn't we?
Yes.
Too bad.
And clicking for targets, I hit the Astra House and it said 404 goblins not found.
Guys, whatever you do, do not try to free burn back to CJ, and do not try to free burn here from CJ. If you're here, you're staying here, and go to the pause and log off.
Listen up, folks. I want all the CFIs in my fleet. All the CFIs in my fleet. You're joining Junior. You're joining Junior. All the CFIs in my fleet in RA. You're joining Junior. Junior fleet is. I'll give you the info in a second.
I'm like.
Thank you.
For those going to Junior's fleet, opt 4. Opt 4.
Hi, CFIs, you're joining Junior's fleet. You're gonna listen to Eagle's voice as well. Is joining with you. Is gonna take you there. Junior's needs reinforcement. All right, folks, it goes without saying that if you have an alt, if you have any kind of alt still in CTAC J, please, please, please join Hamilton Norris fleet. Okay? Listen to this channel, switch to up 6 if you have to. If you have an alt, give them number. Okay, keeping that ANSI up is really useful for us right now. So if you have alt in CTAC J, log them in. A bit of multi-boxing never killed anybody, and right. Yeah, I mean, not if they can only fly a torrent, even though you could slap some missiles on the torrent. Don't do that. But yes, if you have the ability to do that, please do so. All right. Meanwhile, keep doing what we're doing here.
Hauling and mining alts are one daily quest away from a Tech 1 frigate.
Of course, it's also fireside time, so right-click, listen to channel. We're gonna try to keep comms here to a very, very bare minimum. So unless you hear me shout, nothing is happening on this side, okay?
Archies, check your chance.
Okay, so I could not unmute myself because so many of you were joining, I could not talk. It kept scrolling me away, so I could not unmute myself to celebrate total victory.
Asher just needs to learn what Control F is for Mumble.
All right, friends. Give me a moment and then we will begin.
As we cross 1100 people.
While everybody waits on Asher, if you have not voted for the CSM, do it now.
All right, so I guarantee you there are a few people who are coming in here who have not been here since Wednesday and have no idea what is going on. So for you guys who are, oh, I've been busy this week, I've been out of town or whatever, I will give you a brief update on what has been happening. Obviously, first of all, we're going to talk about PI. That's all. This is a big PI fireside, so here we go. Okay, so let's go back. It was Wednesday. I believe it was Wednesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. About 1900 on Wednesday. Thank you. Gobbin sends out a ping and says, basically, Horde is going to move. They're going to sort of not break up, but they said they're leaving PanFam, which is a really weird thing because they basically are PanFam. The whole thing was just so confusing. And I'm sitting in the director chat, and all you see is just WTF, 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 WTF. And we were shocked. We could not believe it. But very quickly we realized no, no, this is not gonna happen. So I sent out a ping and I'm like, we're just not gonna let these cowards just leave. And you guys mobilized. I've heard so many stories from people about, like, I was at work and I thought someone died maybe because I got like 30 text messages. All of you guys texted your buddies. You're like, get on, get on. It's going down right now. And we just rolled over the border. We brought in dreads. We brought in supers. We had no infrastructure. Thankfully, Hippo Jacks had anchored a POS inside their space in GTAC-Q that we were able to bridge out of, which was nice. We dropped another POS and we started feeding people right into their stager, our attack AG. And we immediately put up bubbles. We put up Hictor bubbles. We put up Dictor bubbles, and we started camping their undock. And by the time they got there, they had about 40 minutes to get out. Now, it's important to realize that this was not planned. They had not told anyone. So many people had not left because you cannot pack up your entire life in 40 minutes. So we get there, we start camping them in. Now, we know in retrospect that they were shocked by this. We know this because they have admitted it. Gobbins pinged it out. Securitas said it, that they were shocked that we would come and hell camp them. And I think that says a lot about them. I think it's very important, and this is like a life lesson to take from Eve, is that whenever you have an enemy or just anyone you're dealing with, you need to put yourself in their frame of mind, right? And they could not fathom an idea where goons would hell camp them. And that is a total and absolute failure of leadership. I know many of you goons know that you would love to hell camp. Our numbers are insane. I was looking at it a couple hours ago. I believe there were 1,400 people in RTAC AG, and 100 of them were in the Keepstar. That means 1,300 goons were camping in 100 logged in people. We love to hell camp. So the fact that they were shocked by this shows it was an absolute failure on their part. This would not be the first or last time we learned about this one. They believed that we would wait to drop like a Keepstar or something on the other side of the gap, We would clear it out, and then we would come across, and then they would have a day or two to just be moved out. And the reason they believed that is because that would be how they would do it, right? And so this was, of their many failures, thinking that we think like them was one of the biggest ones. And what could have gone as, we lost 25% of our alliance means that they have now lost 90% of their alliance because of that failure. So, in short order, we rolled into their space. We camped them. They tried to take the space back a couple times. One time, they forced us off the undock. And in command, it was like, I was like to the guys, we are taking this undock back. Alterari formed dreads. Zintage got texted while he was asleep. He was like, what? Hello? He was like, all right, I'll form a super fleet. Zintage, sounding so tired, formed a super fleet after he rolled out of bed. He got called, all right, correction. He got woken up, formed a super fleet. Alterari formed dreads. We mitted them into posses like it is 2012. And they forced our subs off the undock with capitals, with carriers, and with their only defense attempt, it turned out. And we said, we are not letting them take this undock back. And we know because they have told us that, and that they pinged it out, and that they told their guys, there's no way goons will drop capitals on our Keepstar. And what did we do? We dropped
Eyes on that Buzzy, folks.
on their
Eyes on that Buzzy.
and they had the undock for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we took it back, and we have never given it back to them, and we are not going to give it back to them until this Keepstar dies, and every one of these people is sent into asset safety. And it is not the fault of the line member. It is the fault of the leadership that they let their guys be treated in this way, that they let their people be destroyed. 15% of your assets for no reason. Imagine if I came to you and said, oh, you own 3 Titans, pay me 15% of that 600 billion in value for no reason. What would you tell me? Think in your mind, what would you say to me if I told you pay 15% of the Titan value for no purpose? By the way, I don't keep it. I'm going to send it to CCP for no reason. Think about that. It's insanity. It is a failure in the worst sort of way to let your people go through this. And so we find out that they're tired. They're tired of playing Eve. They want to be an elite PvP group. Guys, we're running the biggest or the second biggest coalition in the game, and I'm tired of running the second biggest coalition in the game. Then leave. Don't destroy your people. It is disgusting the way that they've treated their people. Wham! I run the second biggest coalition in the most exciting space game of all time, the one that there are history books written about. Wham! We're going to have a giant fight against our ancient enemy. I'm tired. Find someone who isn't tired. I am not tired of destroying these people. I am looking forward to crushing this Keepstar tomorrow. I find it offensive. You guys know that compared to other people, I don't come up here and throw random insults at people. I try to give people a fair shake. I try to say, this is what could have happened. And I'm sure that in their life, they had stuff. We have all had stuff in our real life where we can't play Eve, or something, doesn't work out. And you know what we do? We say, hey, buddy, can you, run this pos for me? Can you empty my moon drill? Can you do whatever? Empty my moon drill. I'm going to use that at the bar. Can you do whatever you want to help me out, please? I need some help.
Guys, target that Praxis. Good job. Good job.
Will you step up for me? And then people say, yes, I will step up for you. You're my buddy. I'll help you. Where are your friends? Where are the people you have cultivated in your life that want to help you? Like, hey, we're about to have the biggest war of all time. Please step up and help. Okay, I don't want to run the biggest war of all time. Will you do it? You have promise, right? You're a guy. You're a kid who's been coming up in the system. You want to crush the Goonies? You think they're terrible. Why don't you go do it? No. Why don't we quit? Why don't we run away? Why don't we let our people be crushed? Because we can't imagine goons hell camping us. It is offensive to me how bad these people are. It's offensive. And so we will not leave this Keepstar until it is destroyed. We will send a message. It's that simple. And that's where we are now. This Keepstar blows up tomorrow in US time zone. I'm going to click on it right now. 1 day, 5 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds from right now. Every one of you should be there if you can be to destroy it. You are
Guys,
part of
that
this
hurricane,
moment.
kill it.
When I took over, I told you I would help you tell the story. I thought the story was going to be, we went in there, we attacked them, we fought them, and maybe we lose, and maybe we win. One of those two stories. Either one would have been something you remembered. We aren't going to get that story. That story is gone. We are making a new story for us. The new story is going to be in 5 years. You're going to talk about, guys, I was there. You know, hey, new guys, listen up to this story. I was there 5 years ago. At the time, there was this group called Pandemic Horde. You've never heard about them. You've never heard about Pandemic Horde. But at the time, they had been the biggest group in the game from 2020 until 2025. They were the biggest group, the most powerful group in EVE Online. Can you imagine that? And then their idiot moron leaders threw them out like garbage. And we destroyed them. You know what we did? We went and we hell camped them. We sat on, you would not believe, there were 410 interdictors, sorry, heavy interdictors on the D-scan. There were 200 dictors on the D-scan. I have a picture. It looks like the station is covered in fog. There were so many bubbles. They were saying that we violated the EULA by bringing too many types of one ship. I have the screenshot. It's hilarious. I've saved it for 5 years. Look at the fog around the station. Guys, it was starting to be winter. My room was not cold because my GPU was so hot from all the bubbles. That's what it was like, guys. That's the story I got to tell you. So this is our story now. Our story is that we destroyed these people and we sent a message that you should take care of your people. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. People care about the story. People care about fighting. And so when we spend years building up for this fight, if you don't give it to us, we're going to take something from you, and we're going to take this story. And the story we're going to take is that tomorrow, in 1 day, 5 hours, 19 minutes, and 56 seconds, this Keepstar is going to blow up. And if you remember, if you played Age of Empires 2, you built a wonder and you kept it for 1,000 years of game time and you had a cultural victory. The drone lands are being flipped. They're going to be opened up to anyone. Renting is done in the drone lands. That scourge of EVE Online, gone from the drone lands. And just yesterday, Fraternity announced they're ending the renting program. Renting is done in nullsec. We load the renting in nullsec. Our priests went around the land. We load renting from nullsec. We gathered every shrine. We built a wonder. We had a cultural victory. Wololo. I was there 5 years ago. Wololo. It was crazy. It wasn't what we expected, but it was our story. And this is your story in EVE now. Thank you guys for being part of the story. I appreciate you. We could have rolled across that border and, 120 of you could have shown up because it was a weekday. You were doing something else, but you texted your buddies. You got a text from your buddies. You're like, sorry, honey, my spaceship friends need me. I'm going to the computer. Could you make me a sandwich? I'd appreciate that. I'll do the dishes next week. I'll make it up to you. You became part of the story. We appreciate that. Your friends appreciate that. That's what EVE Online is about. It's about the people you know. It's about the friendships you make. It's about the stories you tell. I don't care about your Titans. I really don't. I care about your Titans being part of a story. If they can't be part of the story, we're going to find something else, and this is our story. So thank you for being here. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about some stuff that's going on, but that's the story we made. All right, friends. So here's a question. Are we moving? We're not moving. We have dropped 2 new industrial zones near SeaTac J. We've dropped a ton of reaction Tataras. We rigged them. We're not moving. I know you guys have heard me saying it. We're not moving. We've done a new drone lands thing. If you have missed the Reddit post, that's fine. I will read to you what's going to happen in the drone lands. I made this Reddit post yesterday. The current drone infrastructure will be glassed. Drones will be opened up to any alliance that believes they can take the space. Renting in the space will not be allowed. We're going to drop a handful of keep stars in drones. The problem is if you're deep in the drones, you cannot run logistics unless you hold the inner and outer edges, right? So we will keep those free ports alive, and we will let anyone who wants to live in the drones use them for logistics so that they can count on the space being available to them. So they don't have to be a giant group to live in the drones. Groups that go into the drones must be unaligned with the existing blocks. So you can't send in a frat group, you can't send in an initiative group. You know, these groups have to be unaligned. And we're not going to let them use this as an invasion force. They can't move next door to us and be like, well, we're just hanging out in the drones while they set up an attack on us. That's the point of it. We're not going to be doing any kind of like rules lawyering. We've seen that before with the Southeast Agreement and all this kind of he said, she said, following the rules, not following the rules. The rules are if you're strong, if you can take it, then you can keep it. Those are the rules. Just don't be aligned with other people. But if you are strong, take the space. When Alexander the Great died, they asked, who shall inherit your kingdom? And he said, to the strongest. That's what we say about the drone lands. To the strongest. Go and take it.
Fleet watch that low key at the moment. And
the next week,
promotes off when you're on me.
Glassing the drones. It'll be, we're going to try to do it as fast as possible. We want to reset that space. We're not going to take the Saab. They can fight over the Saab. Whoever wants to go there can take the Saab. We're going to blow up all the structures.
Load the Tremor.
Warm up your Lashaks, your Supers, your Titans, your Zernitras. We're going to kill a lot of stuff. A tall sting.jpg would be very good. Today, we will be doing the meta show with Brisk Rubal at 2200. I will be on there. Ranger will be on there. We got Riot Rick from Slice. That's going to be pretty fun. I'm told Brisk has a really good show lined up, and Dave will be hosting. I got a couple shout outs I want to make. And here's the thing is we have so many people who've done a lot of work, so I know I'm going to not be able to shout out everyone. So apologies if I miss you. I want to shout out every pilot who showed up and has camped in one way or another. You know, I believe I've done 16, 17, and 16 hours running this camp. So I've seen a lot of you, and a lot of you guys have shown up. It's been fun hanging out with you. You're much appreciated. Thanks to our GSOL people got a pause set up in like 4 seconds the first day. It was great. We've been dropping structures. Brosidon, who has joined us, dropped a keep star in their space. If you see the keep off their keep, unfortunately, we did not know the mechanic that you could revoke the corp as an ally, and then it wouldn't be an anchor in a day. But you live and learn. It actually didn't end up mattering. I've actually had so much fun living in a POS. It has reminded me of back in the day. If you guys never got a chance to live out of a POS, it's fun to get this like 1 week experience. We do have an Astra that'll anchor late US time zone tonight, but living in the POS has been a lot of fun to me. There have been people just dropping their ships inside the POS, checking and getting a new one. It's sort of like, you ever been to a store and they have the take a penny, leave a penny little tray if you need a little spare change? You know, take a dictor, leave a dictor inside the POS. POS luck is a great phrase, Lacusty. I like that a lot. Yeah. By the way, shout out to our guys, dude. We got people leaving command ships, boosters, dictors, just float in the POS. They could be stolen. People don't care. They've just been leaving what you need. There's been several people who have been bringing out missiles and bubbles and just restock and just setting them inside the POS. It's been a great experience. I've had so much fun doing this with you guys. There's a lot of questions. What's going to be happening in the future? And I'll tell you the exact answer. I don't know. This has happened so fast. This has happened so fast. I don't know what's happened in the future because we did not know this was happening until Wednesday when Goblins announced it.
Yes, back on orbit, please.
It's not a failure of intel because I think like 3 people knew. Those 3 people got their supers out. We saw Horde leadership living in the Forge with all their Titans. We have the screenshots. They got out. They left all their people behind. I don't know what will happen in the future. We will be talking about that a lot. We will be burning the midnight oil. We will be setting our brains to it. There's this ancient Chinese proverb, may you live in interesting times. And it's supposed to be a curse. The curse is to live in interesting times because the boring times are the prosperous ones. Eve is not real life. We're not looking to prosper in the sense that we're growing a family here. We're looking to have fun. So I want to live in the interesting times, and the interesting times are here. We will try to lead you through them in the best way that we can. That'll be happening in the coming weeks. In this next week, we will be destroying as much as we can. Tomorrow, we will be destroying the Keep Star in 1 day, 5 hours, 11 minutes, and 37 seconds. Please go and vote for the CSM. These guys have lied to their members. They knew it was happening. They forced them to resub, and they ran a campaign for people who would not be here. Vote for the CSM. Do not let their representatives get on the CSM. I know some of you don't like doing this voting. I don't like doing the voting. It's not fun. Vote with all of your accounts. Deny them the chance to get as many people as they want on here. They are trying to get 2 people onto the CSM. I will be disappointed if that happens. If their perfidy, their lying gets the people on the CSM because they knew what was going to happen. Their leadership knew what was going to happen. And having these losers on the CSM for the next year to cause problems, representing a group of people who no longer exist, getting under there under false pretenses will be a bad outcome. So get out there, get your vote in. Thank you guys for being a part of this group. I hope you remember this history. I know I will. I'm writing it down. I'm appreciative making it with you. I will see you guys over the next week. I will see you at the Hell Camp. I will be running fleets tonight, tomorrow, and going forward. Have a great week. I will see you next time.
All right. Feel like I need a cigarette after that, and I don't smoke, so he was hyped.
Oh, dude.
He was hyped, right?
Just a bit.
Just a tiny bit
full on
hyped.
fireside.
Oh, that was good. It's good. It's good. It's good to see somebody that puts in.
Run away from me on top. Where they gone?
It's good to see somebody that puts in so much work, being absolutely just happy, just enjoying it. Yeah, well. There was a question. I didn't hear it. Sorry, ask again.
I said, how come there's no enemy on the undock anymore? Have they managed to get out? I've just logged in after.
No. No. They have been yesterday or the day before, late at night. They have been told that basically the way out is to assess safety. So
So they've done that.
yeah, pretty much. I think like the still stragglers, and of course the moment we were to drop the bubbles, they would log in the capitals and stuff that are still here because there's 80 people in the Kivstad, they're watching, and then they're gonna poke their friends, but mostly. Yeah.
Well, we want to stay till we kill it, don't we? Apparently.
Yeah, and I mean mostly they have given up on attempting big breakouts. So.
You guys that weren't here a few minutes ago, we did manage to kill this Marshal that I linked in Fleet.
Oh, I'm not in fleet. I'm trying to work out which fleet this is.
This would be Op 3 fleet under Allah's Red, and it's a Maelstrom fleet mainly. If
also.
Oh, are you in a bumping Macarel line?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, RT, I suppose, right?
No.
Autocannon?
Let me mail you.
Smart smart bombing. What are you? Folks, again, if you've just got pinged, check your pings. If not, that's fine. But if you've just got pings, check your ping.
There, mail sent.
You really gave me. Alright, let me see. Alright, I see. This like it's up to you. This is not gonna get SRP, right? If something goes wrong, so
No problem.
okay. If you wanna bring it in though, it's okay. Like
I've already had it here a day and a half.
Looks like a small gap in the bubble where the Hurricane fleet issue is at the moment. It's going in that direction.
sorry, can you repeat that? There was a chatter going on.
The Hurricane fleet issue is going into an open gap in the bubbles.
Okay, if I can have some of my dictors to try and chase him, you should be faster. Yeah, everybody spam lock him. Reload to Tremor.
Yeah.
Alright, he has an MGD, so GG. That's fine.
Get him.
Yeah, the Raven no, even the Raven navies are out of range right now. It's 250. Make sure you're an anchor. We are. Give me your prop mods for a bit. See if we close the gap enough to get some missiles to land and get some people on the kill mill. It's still there, so I'm assuming it's tackled by somebody else. Yeah. Okay. See if you can do that. I mean, I'm cheating in my monitor to get on the kill mail, and I feel bad, but there it goes. Okay,
Boom, he's
prop mods
dead.
off. Yeah, folks, dictors, you're free to chase these people. If you see them beelining for the outside, you don't need any FC permission, dictors only, right? The rest, yes, but dictors, feel free to chase. Promotes off, reestablish orbit, and let's go back to doing what we do. Reload Proton as well, please.
Guys, make sure you're orbiting FC at 15, and he told you to reload Proton, please. Yeah, guys, that's why we keep telling you, spam these targets, keep an eye on them, stay alert. Look at this. We got a Marshall kill. We got on that Hurricane Fleet issue, maybe some of you got on it. These guys are going to periodically try to get out. We're going to get some of their good ships. That Marshall kill was an excellent kill. And the overview is real easy. The only thing I see on there right now is that Gnosis. Fenrir, he's notorious for trying to get out. Keep an eye on him. You see something expensive, undock, and keep an eye on them. See if they're lockable. If they are, broadcast them and shout out on comms. Yes, and agreed. Shoot, I'd rather lose them in battle than have them waste away in asset safety somewhere.
Ian.
Okay, yes. Stand by, Mike.
This is a Maelstrom fleet, Johansson, and Freddy, and Onyx is perfectly fine, even though there is a dedicated Hector fleet, but I'll take you, it's fine.
Does anyone have any nanite paste they can spare? My dictor is getting a little toasty. I only need a little bit, but I've not got any.
Check the cans at the pass. They might have some. I don't know.
Thank you, Grey Drifter. I'll come to you.
Lodges, make sure you have the right chain partner.
Porpoise might be making a run.
Yep, just shadow that porpoise. Somebody, get it as your pet, Dictor.
I missed all Titan kills because I was still at work, so I'm eager to get something.
Sucks to be you. I missed a couple of them. I think I got 2.
Yeah, spam that noses. Promotes on, guys. Reload tremor. One of my Dictor get on diagnosis might have an MGD as well. Or cloak. Something. Yes, something. It's got something for sure, yeah. Yeah, Dictor, somebody speak up, get that pet Nix. Or sorry, Hell. If it doesn't
I'm
dock.
going to make friends with the hell.
And the rest of you can go promotes off once you are on me again.
Hell docked.
Yeah, EVC, thank you very much. Again, if you need if you need to go, just burn yourself out of bubbles and get to the boss.
Is that Claw fighting a blue there? I broadcast it.
He's not. He's tethered, so the answer is no. Yeah.
FC, mic check even. Sorry.
Yeah, all good. Hello.
Hello.
We don't do mic checks on main fleet.
Ah, you're fine.
But Mike is here.
Yeah, where is that asshole? Hello, boys. How's the good fight going?
we're camping. We got some kills, which is more than probably we could have hoped for given the state of things. The enemy is pretty much given up on any big attempts anyway. So we're just doing due diligence and locking it down, as you say.
Well, if it makes any difference, I'm happy to be here with you, gents. It's been a good fleet up the past few days.
Happy to have you.
I ended streaming for like 7.5 hours today, and we got like a bunch of people comms talking, and honestly, it was really good to see different sides of the picture. So yeah, ended up being a good day.
I think that's the most ships I've seen undocked all day.
Say again, Odin, sorry?
I was just saying that's the most ships I think I've seen undocked all day.
Ships is a big word, but yes, let's say ships.
Scooters.
That's Horde's premier PvP doctrine now, you know. It's a shuttle fleet.
Yeah, it's sad when the big ship out there is a stabber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zaggy, thank you very much. Again, guys, at the moment, the pause seems to be, as far as we know, clear. The Keepstar is manned. As you can see, there are bombs coming up. So keep your drones in and all of that. But the pause is clear, so if you need to go, feel free. If you are joining, welcome. Just warp to the FC.
Well, we were able to get an Apoc Navy, a Maelstrom, and a Badin today, so it's not been terrible.
Oh, we killed the Marshal, probably worth about 20 billions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a good kill. Hold on, I'll link it.
Yeah, link it. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, Bissell fitted Marshall. He was definitely over 20 bill.
It should be somewhere in chat.
I found it.
Watching the Devoter spin that torrent around over at that other fort is fairly entertaining. Trying to knock him off tether, I guess.
Thanks for fleet tonight, and see you tomorrow, guys.
Right, thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
Thank you.
Is it me or are your days running into one? By the way, FC.
They tend to be, but that's not just because of the FCing, which arguably has been fairly nice for me lately. It's also due to my job. I do a job that is like shift and
Makes a lot more sense then.
yeah, so stuff tends to mix anyway, even without Eve.
No, that's fair enough. I completely get it. I used to do night shifts. They were horrible.
As you can see once again from the repings, Saturday night, of course, so things are popping off in Smother as well a little bit. if you happen to have a PvP alt that can join Junior's fleet, don't worry too much. This side of things is fairly quiet, so you can leave your ship here and just listen to my voice shout eventually, and then go to that fleet as well. Yeah. See if we can get that vigil. A single wrecking shot should do it.
Fighters.
Can we get some broadcast on these fighters? Thank you. Let's see if we can alpha some of them. Alright, keep an eye on these fighters. If they come out, try and blap them. Yeah, it's moving. Let me know, fleet, if those guided bombs are hitting our fleet in particular. I see them on overview, but I'm not looking where they're going at the moment. Even though
by 2, I think.
Okay, then if you are in range of wherever they're landing and you want to just spam lock the blues, just Logi, feel free to. By the way, Logi folks, Logi dudes and dudettes, you guys are legends because you probably missed out on most of the big kills due to range, but you still, showing up, and it's, fleets still need to be functional, so we need the Logis. So appreciate you guys and gals staying around. Yeah, no worry, guys. Once you are in the pass, just leave fleet, please, so we leave the spots open. Thank you.
Guys, get those.
Get what?
Killed one.
Logi, you need to keep your eyes open on our Hictors and Dictors. Those fighters are probably going to be targeting them, and they can do some serious damage. Of course, the Hictors you can't rip if their bubble is up. So, Hictors, be aware. I don't know if they're going to be AFK or not, but Logi, do the best you can.
You should get that checked out.
Repeat last, please.
Core, are you up here? Vanilla, you in here? Vanilla Princess? This is Jim Gonzo's fleet, right?
Negative. That is my fleet. Hello, Halazred.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I got to find out which fleet.
Jim is.
Op
I want to
5
say
for
up
Jim
5.
Gonzo.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank
No worries. Sorry, I missed the question, but yes, Ricky is okay to be in this fleet with a Hector. Yes, I think the main Hector fleet might actually be kind of full anyway. So if you want to try to join up 5 and ask if the fleet is full, technically Jim's fleet in Op 5 is the one for Hectors.
I can tell you it's not full. It has 8 spaces at the moment.
I think we'll get her done, whichever fleet we join, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The cover works anyway. Yeah. We switched all Hectors in the same fleet to make spot for mainline DPS and Logi normal fleets earlier, but
Okay, just holler
yeah,
if you'd like.
yeah. No worries.
With station services down, does that mean that when we kill those stand-up fighters that they can't resupply them?
Correct.